we've got our microphones. Oh, I need to switch cameras. Whoops. Well, that's an okay view.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
It's Monday. Monday, and you know how it is on Monday. We're getting our act together here. But today is a craft along with Teresa, and there she is. Yippee! There's Teresa. All right, I'm getting the chats going. All right, Janice says happy Monday. So Teresa, tell us what we're going to need to know here for our craft along.
We are using the Simple Stories Sunny Day card kit, and it makes 8 cards. And then there were so many extra pieces. Like I'll just show you some of them.
You were tricky, weren't you?
So look, you get all these extra plus more. I mean, these were
gosh, they're big,
the way they
too.
organized. Oops, that one's upside down, isn't it? The way they organized their stuff, I was like, wow, that was nice. They put all their extras so I could just have them in little.
Oh, they're all on one.
Yeah, all on one thing. Plus, there's some other stuff that I'm not going to show you. So I did use the Flower Shop ribbon.
Flower Emporium.
Flower Emporium, sorry. Yeah, that would have been Simple Stories.
I get those. Yeah, I get them mixed up.
Flower Emporium ribbon pack. But you can use whatever ribbon you have. And I did use the enamel dots from Sunny Days because they had, like, I'll just show you this card. They had, there's chipboard circles. And they had that many chipboard circles on the card. And I'm like,
and you just replaced, I
just replaced them. So there will still be dots if you didn't get the enamel dots. But these are like the shiny kind.
They're sparkle. They've got the glitter in them.
Yes. And look how many I used on my first set. So I'm going to be a little short on the next cards that I make. But, you know, you can do whatever you want. Did I use the tiny attacher?
I'd be surprised Teresa.
Maybe
okay, this needs to go down in record. Teresa did not use the tiny attacher.
I use those on my bonus cards. You need some adhesive. I've got 2 just in case they're running low. You need some pop dots, and I did use the skinny ones. You can see the thin line ones. I used a corner rounder, of course, scissors. If you want a bone folder, I used a black Posca pen, the fine metal tip one, I guess. I did ink one card with some black ink.
So black soot distress ink.
Yep. And then, of course, I always use the glossy accents and the glitter duster.
Okay, so she did use glitter. Yep. These are optional things, but I'm glad you did do the glitter duster because we haven't done that for a while.
And then I have 5 bonus cards that I made. Oh, we have the inserts. Don't forget the inserts, Janet's inserts. And I'm probably going to have to change one because I did change the the orientation of one from landscape.
Did you do it originally that way, or did you do it on your second set?
I did it originally, so
you changed it originally.
Yeah, we can do it the regular way.
That sounds
good. So this is what I used for the bonus cards and tag that I made. This is the journal elements, and look, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's
I used that for the back of one of the cards. But anyhow, if you want to make some bonus cards with all your extras, and we'll have pictures of that on the. I'm going to show them today, but we'll have pictures on the blog when Janet posts it, so you can copy them exactly if you want to, or you can just be creative if you want to, which is always good. And then I did. Oh, that's something else. Okay. All right.
All right. So today is a craft along with Teresa using the Sunny Days card kit from Simple Stories.
And gather your supplies.
Yeah, if you're going to craft along live with us, you can gather your supplies while we show you the brand new release from Elizabeth Crafts, which I know a lot of you are pretty anxious for. And I will say, Teresa, this is a good one.
And where did I put the bonus? Oh, there they are. Janet was wondering if you could use the inserts in my bonus cards. I'm not sure.
We'll take a look at that.
Yeah. Because she said maybe they could get 2. So we'll see. We'll see. One is a tag.
So hello, everyone who's joining us this Monday morning. I'm Kelly, and Teresa's here, and we're at Memory Bound Papercraft Store. We didn't tell people where we were.
Oops.
In Ankeny, Iowa. And
sorry, Doug.
You're in our studio, and today is a craft along. And craft alongs are something we're doing here at Memory Bound to keep your crafting alive in 2025. And we started doing them last year, and they've been really popular.
Yeah. I have my 2024
Well, that's right.
shirt.
You do have your 20. Well, that's when we started doing craft
Yes,
alongs, and
yes.
we continued them because everybody liked them so much.
Yeah, and I did craft. I feel like I crafted more, and I'm doing pretty good on doing the same amount or a little more this year than I did last year.
Well, I went back and watched our very first video of the year, and a lot of people said they crafted more in 2024.
Good.
So I think that was
we're
great.
Inspiring people, hopefully.
And we have a squirrel question, and Donna has one, and it's regarding the new Doodlebug collections, the Be Happy and Berry Sweet. And yes, the 6x8 tablets, they were reordered on Friday, so they'll probably be here by Wednesday or Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah, they went
the
fast.
bee one will be really cute for cards, I think.
Yeah.
I thought about that when I was putting it away, and I'm like, ooh, I might need this.
So Donna, we appreciate the question. Thanks a bunch. And there's a lot of people joining us. So we're going to go over, before we start, we're going to show you the brand new Elizabeth Crafts. Ours arrived, I don't know if it's Thursday or Friday. I love that we get things before they release them. But what are there? 4 stamp sets, 6 die sets, and a paper pack.
Ooh,
so
the paper
are we starting with
really
the paper?
Pretty. I want to.
This is Esther's collection, and it's called Once in a Lifetime.
It's really pretty.
And Teresa's going to show us the papers.
Wow, I like that. Oh, okay. Here's the back of the. They always do that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah,
oh my
really
gosh. Neat. What are those?
Looks like magnolias.
Magnolia.
To me,
that's what I was thinking too. That's
person.
Beautiful. All right.
So this all comes in a paper pack. This doesn't come individually.
Look at that. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I like the blue. I really
love
that color.
The blue is striking.
Oh my gosh, Sharon. Teresa, Sharon's in the parking lot at Disney World.
Oh,
Sharon, I'm so jealous. I love going to Disney.
I hope it's nice there. Now here's the same and the blue. Oh, they did the same. The blue and then the tan is the same as the blue, is what I'm trying to say.
Those would look good together. And you can cut those apart.
And this is the same too. Scripty.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that looks kind of like a ledgery type thing.
And they've got a solid on the back. So you only get one of each, so you really need 2 or no?
Yeah, you get one of each.
Like mailing. Oh, luggage tag. Oh, like a postcard.
I was going to come around the corner.
Oh. Yeah,
you're right. There's airmail and postcards. And Teresa, look at the bottom corner. There's little luggage or little film strips.
Oh, film strips.
Let's show that one again.
Isn't this pretty?
Yeah, that's nice.
It has little splats. It looks like someone splattered it with paint.
It does.
I like it.
That's a really great cut apart. And then this just jumps
a whole magnolia. I know. Isn't that beautiful?
Do you think it's magnolias?
I think so. I don't know. I'm not that good at flowers. Maybe Diane.
I think it is magnolias. We're going to call it magnolias.
Okay.
Janet says it is, and she's good at plants and flowers.
Here's a cut apart. This one's cool.
So for those of you just joining us, I'm Kelly and Teresa's here. We're at Memory Bound Papercraft Store in Ankeny, Iowa, and we are showing you the brand new latest release from Elizabeth Crafts.
And it's kind of travel-y. The dies and stamps are kind of travel-y themed. Oh, look at that. They have it in brown instead of... They did everything kind of in the blue,
You're right,
the teal,
they did.
And then the brown. It's so
I like
pretty.
that.
I do too.
Well, I like blues. I really love that blue color.
And there they did it opposite.
Teresa, Marilyn's on vacation in South Carolina, but she wouldn't miss seeing her memory bound friends. Marilyn, oh my gosh.
There's the numbers again.
I don't know about Teresa, but that really makes
that is nice.
Sweet.
Oh, so I was saying the stamps and dies are kind of travel. So you kind of get the postmark and the travel feel from some of the papers too. Oh, this is cool. They did a 6x6 on the back. I like that.
So the paper pack is $13.99.
I really like that.
How many pieces did we just show? 12?
Well, you get 12 double-sided plus the inside cover.
And everybody's confirming that they are magnolias. So
okay, good.
We do know our
we
flowers.
Got it right.
We didn't think we did, but we do. All right, let's show the stamps.
Okay, this one is $29.99 because you get the die. And this is an aviator?
It's called The Property of. Yep. But look at all those little stamps that go with it. And the die
That's
is
pretty
for
cool.
the
Aviator, yes. And you get a little journaling card. That's kind of cute.
Diane is really wanting this, you guys.
The journaling card?
Yeah, she really likes that.
There's a date of issue, address, check, all sorts of little things you could stamp on there. Inspected, the numbers, very cool. Oh, date of birth, surname, name, signature. Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah. I don't know how they come up with this.
All right, here's an alphabet that is $23.99, and it is called Bold Alpha.
And it's got those little icons with it too.
I just was looking at that because sometimes they don't put the number symbol or the hashtag, and I like it when they do.
And they have the numbers, which
and
is
the
really
star.
nice.
Yeah.
If you want to do birthday or maybe graduation, 2025.
Nice set.
Good for journals.
All right, $23.99 for travel journal.
Did you see it says craft supplies on there?
No.
Pre-departure contacts, travel itinerary, passport. I think this is another good one for your journal.
Packing list, food, budget.
I think that one we're going to have.
I like the passport on there.
Look at here, you guys. Look at that little car.
That is very cute. And there's another little car right there. He's sideways.
Forward.
Okay.
These are all online, so you can get a good look at them. Janet's linking them, so thank you, Janet. I forgot to mention that Janet's here.
$23.99, Travels from the Past 3. And this one has a luggage tag. Oh, JFK. Oh, these are like airports, huh? Sydney, Paris. Loving right now, 100%. I love this place. Oh, that's cute.
So Travels from the Past 3. Yep. They must have had some other travels from the past.
All right. Now we're going to go on to the dies. So this one is the Sidekicks Essential 32. Sorry, 32
okay.
Base page. So this is for the smaller travel journal. And it has the word travel on it. It has kind of a tab. It has this postage. How about I show this? The postage with the airplane in it and the.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there's a little clip.
So it has your page. It's kind of neat how these are connected.
Yeah.
And then you have your separate ones. And there's that little car pulling the camper on the back, Teresa. So that's Sidekick Essentials 32.
Oh, they stamped it. I see.
Yeah. It's got your paper clips. You probably just said that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you did.
All right. This one's $17.99, and it is called Sidekick Essentials 33, base page number 2. So this is for the smaller one also. Ooh, it's got tickets and arrows, and it's got that page serration that looks like you tore it out of something.
Oh, yeah. I just noticed
that. A star.
I don't see a sample of that. So if you get the first one that we just showed you, 32, if you want to grab 32 and 33, these are Sidekick sizes, but you basically have your 3 tabs because you got your in tab and then you have your center tab. So your in tab, you would just flip it. You would just flip it.
I flipped the wrong one.
So then that's why they're called base pages, because that's all you need are those 2, and you would have all 3 tabs.
All right.
Sometimes that gets confusing.
Yeah.
Confusing. Oh, this is cool too.
Here is Sidekick Essentials 34, Travel Fold Out. Oh, I didn't notice. I was looking at it before. So you put the word travel and it scores right here. And then you put the letters on here, on the edge.
And here you can see it in this sample right here.
And look, they have the aviator stamped on the sample on this one. That's kind of cool.
It is.
And then they have those photo things that's pre-cut that are stuck together too. That's kind of fun how they did that.
Yeah.
This one's $19.99.
That's pretty cool too.
I like the fold out.
Yeah.
So this is for the small one also.
Yeah, these are all, I think these are all Sidekick.
All right.
This one's very interesting also. This is a great release. So thank you, Esther.
Slanting library pocket with bag. And it has the words travel and shop. Oh, isn't that fun? And a little bag.
So here is a sample of what it actually makes. It's a little library pocket because this piece up here folds. It's kind of upside down in the package, but that would fold up, and then you have your little flaps that fold in. And then look at the bag. I had to, when it said with bag, I was kind of like, what?
I know. It's hard to figure out. I was looking at those pieces going, what is that? And then I looked at the back. Oh, it's a cute little bag.
Travel and shop. Shop and travel, or just shop or just travel, right, Teresa? We like it all.
Yes. Jennifer and Kim need that for when they go on their little adventures.
They do.
All right. It'd be nice for a junk journal to put stuff in the pocket.
Yeah, your tickets and memorabilia or photos.
Well, I have to think about that one. Okay. Stamp photo frame and overlay. So this has a 3-hole piece that you can add to your page, and it also has these smiley faces that
the little emojis.
Some aren't smiling, some are sad or just generic.
Pretty funny.
And it has some the yin yang symbol. Kind of fun. That's $16.99. This is just kind of an add-on.
I wish they had samples of the emojis. They
don't have any.
I see the page right here.
It's probably on the back of something else.
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay.
And last but not least,
this is box envelope, and it's $27.99. And this one has the words for joy, courageous. No,
congrats.
Congrats. I'm trying to read backwards. Happy, love, B-day. Oh, I like that. And birthday going vertical. Love it. I like that.
So it's got lots of
bunch
words.
Of little
here it
banners.
shows you what those words look like when you cut them out.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then
the box.
Look at this piece, the box.
We're going to have to show that.
Diane,
we have one cut out.
The die looks kind of strange. You're like, what the heck is that? But Diane cuts them out for us.
So here it is closed. And it's like in a little accordion. Oh, she put the score lines on this one. So you can see.
Just to see how, I think to compare it to the die.
Yeah.
So you can see like the die has those score lines.
And but you don't have to do that.
No, I think
here, I'll show you this one.
It's a diagram.
Yeah, it's a diagram. So it just flips out. So you can put little special things in there. Put your Velcro
put that on the
there.
front of a card and put some cash in it, or a message, or a little wallet photo.
That's very cute.
What's that's called? The box envelope.
Box envelope.
And look at all the little tags, Teresa. That's
how long did it take her to figure out how to do that? Because I'm like,
but I'm sure glad she did.
How do you think of something like that? I don't know.
I like it. Esther, the designer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Diane.
No, I just meant Esther.
I don't
because
know.
I'm like, what would make you go, I think I'm going to start
in a way,
scoring.
It kind of reminds me of those coin purses that we used to have.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so maybe that's where she got the idea.
It's very cute.
So that's the new, I'm just going to buzz by here. If you're just joining us, it's Kelly and Teresa today here at Memory Bound Papercraft Store in Ankeny, Iowa. And Janet is in the background here answering questions, and she's linking and drinking and helping us out and giving us lots of support. And we just showed you the brand new release from Elizabeth Crafts, and now we've got a craft along. So it's a very crafty day. And we just had a suggestion that I missed that Letha said you could use some magnets or Velcro to hold those shut.
We got those cute little circle Velcros that are clear.
Thank you, Letha. We appreciate that. All right, Teresa, are we ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so Teresa's going to tell us about the card kit from Simple Stories Sunny Days collection. We're going to put our camera where it needs to be. I think that's where it needs to be. Except we've cut off Teresa's head.
Hi.
But we can get it. We'll do a little wobble.
You're moving away.
I know. I don't know why it was so. All right.
I'm just extra tall today.
She's tall.
Don't sit up straight.
She got taller. You got taller over the weekend.
I did.
And Chris just made a comment about it's a rainy day today, so it is a good day.
It is here in Iowa.
It's a great day for crafting. So you can craft along live or later with us. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Okay. Oh, I'm still kicking it. Oh my gosh, sorry everybody.
There's no earthquake here. Don't worry. All right. So we've got the Sunny Days Simple Stories card kit, and I'm just gonna open it up and show you what comes in it. The kits are awesome. They give you a instruction sheet with step-by-step instructions, And what I do when I make these cards is I punch everything out to start. I go through my instructions and I put them in envelopes, and then I do one card by card. And that just helps me stay organized so I don't lose any parts. You don't get envelopes, but we have envelopes for sale here that you can add in. And I just use the envelopes as a storage piece as I go along. And then it comes with a chipboard page, which is really nice. It's a thin chipboard, so you can use your tiny attacher on it if you want, or even put glitter or other things right on top, and it's still going to go through the mail on your card. You get your card bases, 8 of them. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of the pieces. And all you have to do is punch those out to make your cards. And you just have to find the pieces. And there was one little mistake that they made, which Simple Stories hardly ever makes any mistakes in their card kits, but they did make a little mistake. And so I'll point that out.
Oh, that's a first.
I know, it is. And I'll point that out when we get there. I think I'll show the extra cards at the end, Kelly. So I think I'm ready to have you flip the camera.
Cameras?
Yep, we're going to go to the down cam. There we go. Alrighty. So oftentimes I will number the cards, and I will often look at the big picture because it's easier to see.
Do you do that instead of reading the directions?
Yeah,
sometimes
me too. I do, because the directions, I mean, it's nice that they have the picture, and when I punch them out, I go through the directions. But then when I'm making the cards, I kind of look at the insert that they give you for the card kit when I'm making them. So
these are such happy cards, Teresa.
Yeah, they are. They're fun for summer or anytime, really. And, you know, sometimes the instructions can be wrong, or you can just do it yourself or not worry about, you know, for me, it's like, I don't want to worry that much about if I did something different than them, because then I'm just being creative and it's supposed to be fun. And so you can do it however you want to do it. And then we also have the inserts. So I'm just going to start with the very first card. And the first card on the handout is the time for some sunshine. I was going to say
can you drag that out a little more? That's like me when I can't think of what I'm supposed to be saying.
Sunshine. So let's get the pieces out.
And we're curious if you're crafting along live. And if you are, we didn't mention this, Teresa, but if you have questions, if we need to change the pace or whatever you might need,
just holler.
Let us know.
Yeah. All right. So for this one, and you can use a bone folder if you want. And the card bases are really nice and thick.
They're
which
nice.
Is nice.
They're nice quality. They're probably 100-pound. Don't you think they're
they're
heavier than
heavy.
an 80 pound?
And I just use the bone folder to brandish my card bases. So you have the polka dot and stripe, blue stripe. You have a tag, time for sun. See?
It is. Not today. It's rainy today, but we're okay with that.
The chipboard word shine. There's a chipboard flower cluster. A strip of plaid. A strip of orange flowers. And then Janet's, it's really nice because she has the words time for sunshine. So you know that that is the one that goes inside this card. And I did not cut them.
I was going to say, I'm glad that you left that on there because.
And I have this piece too.
I have to do something to remember what goes with what if you chop them all up.
And it is nice because she has those nice little gray lines on the cut apart that you can just cut that piece right off. And then it's going to fit on the inside of your card. All right. And I guess I need my adhesive. And what else? Okay, so I use the ribbon pack. I've got so much stuff going on here.
You have a lot of stuff going on.
I do. I have a lot of stuff. So I've got the ribbon pack. I'm just going to do my ribbon first. So it does, this time, it has a hole in it. Sometimes they don't put the hole in it. So I brought my punch with me too, but I don't think I'm going to need it today.
So the holes are already in there?
Yep, the holes are in this one. You can just punch it out. You don't even need a hole punch. Now, sometimes there's little pieces on there. You can use, you know, a little nib when you punch it out. And so you can trim those off if it bothers you. Usually it doesn't bother me, so I just leave them on there. So I used a little bit of yellow, and I used some of the navy, and a little bit of the pink. And this is, you know, I use this ribbon pack, but I still had leftovers, and this is still my leftover. The only thing that I used a lot of was the orange. Just using this.
Teresa, while you're putting your ribbon through there, Linda is crafting along.
Yay, Linda!
And Donna is, but she had to pause for a minute to get the new Elizabeth Crafts ordered. Donna, I know you're a big Elizabeth Craft fan, so I'm glad you got it ordered.
And then I just use the orange to tie it. You know, I just do one of Katie's little kind of messy bows there. But you can, if you don't have the ribbon, you don't have to put it on there. They didn't put ribbon on theirs, or you can just use what you have. But these colors coordinated nicely, and so I
think
thought,
we lucked out with that.
Yeah, it was just easy. I was like, oh, good. I don't have to plan another ribbon pack. I'm just going to use this one.
Well, plus the cards have so many colors in them that you might have something at home.
Yes, exactly. And I'm just going to trim those down. Get my ribbons up here.
And if you want the ribbons, Janet just linked, put in a link to the ribbon pack.
Thank you, Janet.
Yeah.
And all of their Simple Story stuff, you know, you just, they just have the instructions and everything is flat. Oh, I just noticed I had a little piece in my chipboard that didn't come out. There we go. Got it. But you can always pop dot things up if you want. So they always have a base piece, and sometimes it's already more than one pattern paper. And so we're just going to put that down first. And I just, whoops, put a little in each corner on the edge, and I got some over there. Hold that in. So this one, you're going to put the small stripe at the top and the big stripe at the bottom. There you go. And then we've got these two pieces. And this orange piece is going to go right up next to the polka dot. And then the plaid is going to butt right up next to that. They make it so easy.
I know. It's kind of neat because you start out with a printed background.
Yeah.
Even with their page kits. And is there a page kit for this collection?
There is. I don't know if we still have them.
All right. I'll check it out and see.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got our base on there, and then we're going to put our tag on. And then we can add some embellishments.
And we want to send out well wishes to Cindy because she's going to put hers together after post-knee surgery.
Oh,
so Cindy,
card kits are great for that kind of stuff. I had a friend that had hip replacement last month, and I definitely took her a card kit because she is a crafter. You know what? I realized that I did not punch out a couple pieces.
Well, we just got to get them then.
Yeah. Okay, so you also need this little flower. Maybe I changed it. I don't know. And there's a little flower.
Sandy said, while you get your pieces together, that she uses the event calendar to know what we're doing ahead of time so you can order. And we do have an online calendar on our website. If you go to memorybound.com, and Janet, I'm sure, will link it. She probably already has. And that way you know what we're doing each day. And yes, we do change sometimes, and that's just
sometimes it happens.
Sometimes product doesn't come in or whatever it might be.
Sometimes we don't have what we need. Okay, so you have these two punch out flowers also that you need that I neglected to punch out when I did this. All right, so you know what? So this is what the card said you wanted, and I swapped these out. I changed it. So originally, this is what they did with the card. I'm totally off on this because, yeah, and they put this here. But instead, I use these two pieces.
And what made you decide to change those?
I don't know. I thought extras? This was a lot.
Oh, it's pretty. I like the color.
So now it's an extra. But you know what? I can put those on. I can do it.
No, you can do whatever you want.
Well, this one,
you could do it different.
Yeah,
since
this
you've done
one
it that way.
I added a little glossy accents, and then I used the glitter dusters, and then you can see I pop dotted the word shine on there, and I centered the tag on their card. They put the I already glued my tag down. They had their tag over to the side.
Your picture.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it? Well, it's not very good. Right there.
So
see how their tag is to the right. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't put ribbon in there, but I'm just gonna.
Because they don't supply ribbon.
Yeah, they don't put ribbon. See, let's see if I can move it.
So that's an extra bonus. And Diane made the comment that, was it Diane or Diana?
I'm moving it
Diana
over.
made the comment that it's those extra little finishing touches, Teresa, that kind of make or break.
Yeah. So you can do it whichever way you want. You can use the chipboard, or that's why I didn't have the flowers, is because I changed it.
Yeah, I like that though, that you're showing both ways.
It's been a while since I've done this.
Yes,
and then let's see, how do we want the flowers? Kind of like that. And then this is where I use the thin strips, because this is just a skinny little word, and pop dots are not going to fit on there. And so I'm just going to use one of these thin strips that you can see, and I'm just going to put that right. I had a piece.
It's perfect.
It was perfectly
Teresa.
cut. I know.
Well, it's the perfect thickness
too. It is. Look at how it fits right on there. So see, you guys, you all need some of that.
Well, if you use dimensional adhesive, it's nice to have the proper sizes.
Yes, it is.
You're going to use it eventually. It's a good investment.
All right, there are two different styles of the same card.
I like that.
So you can do it however you want. And you can even add glossy accents on there if you wanted. Or glitter, however you want. All right, there's card one.
Good.
Oh, I totally forgot. I didn't put this in.
Uh-oh.
Time for some sun shine.
Shine. You always have that shine, a little extra.
Friendship brightens every burden and makes the sun shine brighter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what,
Good
you guys?
job, Janet.
Huge thumbs up and hearts for Janet, because she does the best job on these little card inserts.
All right, there's card number one.
And Teresa, would you ever think to put that in a card? I never would.
Nope.
So
I'm not that word. I'm not good at my words like Janet is.
I was going to say she's wordy, but we mean that in the best way.
Yes.
That she has the best words.
All right, let's see what I changed on this one. You know what? I did put stuff on the back, so I should look at my notes.
You have notes?
I have notes.
But you made those cards such a long time ago.
Yeah. It was such a cute kit when it came in. All right, let's see. That's my inside. Okay, so we're going to start with the yellow piece. This time they do this too, which is clever. They have the plaid, and then they already put the pink strip on the end of the plaid. We have a blue strip. We have the Hey Sunshine. We have a sun, of course. Then we have Sending Happy Wishes, and that is chipboard. And then we have a regular cloud out of the paper and a chipboard cloud. We're going to start by putting the yellow piece down, our base, as always. Ooh, I just figured out I get to add 8 more cards to my
oh my gosh, yes.
my crafting thing today. I love it when that happens. All right.
It's unusual to have a solid background.
Yeah, they have a couple of solids in this. Actually, there were 2 yellow solids in this background, or in this kit.
It's unusual.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't want to use the solid, you could just do it on a white background, and that would work for you. You could die cut things out of the background.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things.
You can be creative. Janine had her granddaughter here, Teresa. I don't know if you were working. It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she got a card kit, and she didn't look at the directions at all.
Yeah.
And she just,
she just bought it.
She got the card kit and made cards without looking at any of the directions.
Oh, yeah.
So she just did her own thing.
That's a good way to do it. All right. I've got some pop dots here. And I just grabbed some and they were black. So, but that doesn't really matter.
Probably not for this, but I do use my black ones quite a bit, especially if I have a dark paper.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see them through there. So I did put the Hey Sunshine. I pop dotted that. And you know what? I just realized too that I'm using liquid adhesive sometimes on here. You can use your tape runner if you want, but when I have a skinny chipboard like this, I do use liquid adhesive. So I'm just going to put that on there. And you know what? I think I didn't glue down my Hey Sunshine. I just put it there, but I didn't really stick it there. All right, so we got to take the backing off of there and stick that down. And you see how I'm not very like, oh, I just put it wherever I want. And then I'm just going to position these. Okay. So I've got my sun. Just going to put a little adhesive on that. And then I'm going to do my other cloud, my paper cloud. We're just layering. I like the layers, of course. And then I often will use liquid adhesive on the chipboard. I don't know why. It's just my personal preference. You could use a tape runner, like I said. I don't know. What do you use, Kelly? Do you use?
I use the liquid. I don't know why I do it, but I do.
I know, that's what I was
but
just
I do use the liquid.
Oh, I do have a refill in my bag. I'm just trying to put my glue cap on there. Okay, so now is for the fun glimmer dots. So they actually...
Oh, I love that, Teresa.
See, they have all these chipboard dots. See all of them? And I'm like, that's a nice embellishment, but...
Well, you're just, it's fine. It's very fine. You're just taking it up a notch.
Yes, it would be so much more fun. So if you don't have them. And then I also use my black Posca pen.
This is what was an aha for me. I wouldn't have thought to do this.
Yeah, so you can see there's a little, maybe you can't see it. There's a little stitching on the cloud, and I just thought you can't see that very well. So I'm just going to go over it with my Posca pen, and it just pops a little bit more. Since I have a black Posca pen, thank you, Katie. And I have the white one too. But I just went over the stitching so it looks a little bit more real. And then they had the placement of the glitter dots, and I do not, because I already used some on some cards. I don't have the same color, but I can use some of them. And I'm going to put 3. Nope, I'm going to do more. I can't stop. I'm probably going to run out, but that's okay. There, I got 5 on there. So this is a little bit different because I had more gems, but I already used half of my package, so that's good. So that's card number 2. Oh, my inside. Okay, so the outside says, "Hey Sunshine, sending you happy wishes." And the inside is wishing you love, sunshine, and laughter, not just for today, but for all the happy days after. Happy birthday. Oh, you made it into a birthday card?
Isn't that neat? That's nice. That is the cleverness of Janet.
Yes. I would never have thought to use it as a birthday card until you get the inside on there. Yeah, so you don't have to use these, as just a generic card. You can turn it into a birthday card by putting your inside in. That is, well, happy wishes, happy birthday. That's perfect, Janet.
It is perfect.
All right.
Now, just to let everybody know that we have card inserts. If you're new to Memory Bound, we have card inserts for just about every kit out there, from Simple Stories or Photo Play.
And this is how they come, and they have the words.
The card, the title of the card, the card front.
They've got the words on them.
We don't have the words, but they do.
And they're $4.99, and you get one for each set. Aren't you glad they have the words on them?
Yeah. I think there's even other companies that are doing these now.
What? The words?
The inserts.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think they thought it was such a good idea.
I keep losing my my cards. All right, this is the next one. Sip, sip, hooray.
Oh, that was perfect for you, Teresa.
Yeah, and they have a tag on this one also. Let's see.
I'm surprised the tags had the holes punched out. That's like a bonus.
That's nice. See, it has a little, you just punch it out. There you go. All right. And this one I used some more ribbon.
So you're on the third card already.
I am. Am I booking? Am I going too fast?
Good. No one has really said if you're going too fast.
All right. Well, maybe they're not crafting right now. And I use the grid ribbon and the skinny pink. I had to buy some of this. It's so pretty. It's so skinny.
Yeah, is that kind of satiny?
Yeah, it's satiny. I really like it.
It comes in different colors too.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
I just got the pink, of course, because I used it on here, and I'm like, ooh, I really like that. I probably need to get it in other colors.
So Teresa's adding the ribbon from the Flower Emporium ribbon pack. And if you have ribbon at home, go for it, or you don't have to use ribbon.
You might want to get some of the skinny pink ribbon.
Yes, but if you want ribbon, get the skinny pink.
Yeah.
Or get the Flower Emporium.
Of course, everyone has the grid ribbon. This is the light blue. I don't know what they call it. And this one, I just tied a knot on it. Ooh, I love how that grid ribbon just does a little curl. Oops. Trying to get it situated how I like it. And just clip it off there. And trim it a little bit, however you like it. It's crazy ribbon. Ooh, I want my angle cut. I can't get there. My scissors weren't letting me angle cut it. All right, so I don't know why I do the ribbon first, but all right. I didn't even tell you the pieces yet. You've got your yellow piece. You've got your blue tag, obviously. You've got your Sip Sip Hooray. You also have a green stripe. And this one, I believe I did change up a little bit. Maybe not. You have this floral piece. And this is the one that is wrong. It tells you that you need a pink scallop, and there is no pink scallop. You can see in the picture there's a pink scallop, but there is no pink scallop in your cutout.
And this
almost drove me insane looking for the pink scallop. It's an orange scallop. So orange scallop.
Okay.
You do have this little teeny, I don't know why they didn't add this on already, but this little teeny pink strip. Yes, you have your cute little jar. And look, when I tore it out, I kind of...
Were you a little rough,
I was a little rough. So you can just use your scissors to clip in a couple of spots. I was a little bit rough still. And clip that off so it's nice and smooth. And then you have your It's Your Day. And you have a little cluster of flowers, chipboard, and a chipboard strawberry. So cute. There's a lot of pieces on this one. Some of these cards have really a lot of pieces on them. I'm trying to find a good spot so that all my junk isn't in the way. You guys, it's like real, like messy, like my space keeps getting smaller, just like at home when I craft. And pretty soon I'm like, okay, I don't have a spot to craft. All right, we're going to put our yellow piece down first. And I'm just going to use my sentiment down here just to space where I'm going to put my green strip. So I make sure it's about a 1/2 inch, I guess, or maybe that's an inch. I don't know. You know, we just craft along. We're not very specific about what we want to do. So we put that down, and then you've got your skinny strip, and this is too skinny for adhesive, so I'm just going to use some liquid glue. Like I said, they could have put this one on the green piece. It was kind of crazy that they didn't, because it's so skinny when you punch it out. Be careful when you don't want to rip. Sometimes I get nervous that I might rip a piece. You can always, I've done that before with the flowers, and if you rip a, just glue it back together. Put some glitter on it. Nobody will notice. You'll be the only one, and you don't have to tell anyone. You know what?
Teresa, I love that. That's so funny.
Okay, so then we have our, this piece here. And you know what? Since I couldn't find the pink scallop, I didn't use it. I think I used it on one of my extra cards. So I'm not even going to use the orange piece. But on their card, they have it right at the top. But I'm going to set mine aside because I didn't use it. But you can if you want. And then you're going to put the green, the floral piece at the top. All right, I'm going to pop dot my Sip Sip Hooray. Get my pop dots out. And you know, when you put your pop dots on, you just kind of want to make sure that there isn't any space. That I use the small and the large all the time together. Just because I don't want any piece not popping. Hey, Kelly, can you get me some more small pop dots? I think I might run out. I probably have some in my bag.
I'll grab you some.
I use a combination. Do you guys use a combination of pop dots? I don't know. I'm lazy, and so I don't cut my pop dots. I just use the small or the big ones. Or the strips. I guess I do use the strips, but I don't cut them. I know Kelly likes the roll tape, and then you can just cut that. So if you do that, that's fine too. But all right, I put that sentiment on. Thank you.
You bet.
Oh, you found some white ones.
Got you some white ones, some big ones, a regular size.
Oh, wait. I need my liquid adhesive because I've got that. Okay. All kinds of things going on here. Okay, so I'm just going to see where I want my jar. But first, I should probably put down the blue tag before I popped up my sentiments on there. Let's put the tag down next. And, you know, I kind of centered it. Just wherever you want to put it is fine. And then I'm going to put my jar down. And let's see. Let's see. That looks about right. I love the tags because then that gives you a perfect spot to put ribbon. I don't know. I like to have ribbon on my cards. Oh gosh, look, I just stuck down my sentiment right on top of my card. I shouldn't have taken the backing off of that. Sorry, guys. I don't even know if you saw it because I had it off the side of the thing. Okay, now we've got Sip Sip Hooray, it's your day. And I'm going to tuck this little flower grouping over here. Oh, look at that. On the original card, I popped out the sentiment, but I glued it down flat. That's okay. We can do it different. Then we've got the strawberry. We're sticking that on there.
It's the images on this collection are really neat because some of them, like that strawberry, Teresa, has a different kind of a old-fashioned printer look.
It does. Now on this one, I use my glossy accents on the straw, and I just use my glitter duster.
Ooh, we're going to glitter dust?
We're going to glitter dust. I like these little bottles of the glossy accents. They're nice for my go bag. At home I have a big bottle, but I love the little bottles on the go bag.
Well, the little bottle is nice if you're not sure if you like glossy accents and you want to try it.
Yeah. And normally I do this over the garbage, but I'll just do it right on the instructions so you can see that it just gives it a little bit of glitter. You don't have to have tons of glitter. It just gives it a nice...
You have not glitter dusted for a long time, Teresa, so I'm really glad you're back glittering again.
See it. You probably can't see it, but it's on there.
Maybe when it dries.
And now I have glitter probably everywhere. I got it on the sentiment.
And Teresa, you might need to tell just a little bit about the glitter duster, and I'm going to go get the glitter that you used.
So I use the glitter duster. Well, I'll take it out. So it has these little arms that flip up when you press it. Whoops, let's see. You can't see it that way. There. See, and that pulls the glitter into the glitter duster. And so you want to really have enough glitter in your duster that covers those little arms. And then just, you can see that it's just
a mist.
Yeah,
it's like a
nice.
mist.
Instead of just dumping it on and having a big glob of glitter dusters. So they are $7.99. And then I use the rock candy. You have to use a fine glitter. There's other glitters, but I use the rock candy. You can color the rock candy with alcohol ink. That's $7.99 also. So it's good to have both of those items just to add a little bit of glitter.
Teresa, while you're deglittering, we have a couple questions.
Okay.
Well, Lisa made a comment that she got the little glossy accents to try, and she likes it. Now she's got to get the big one. So I'm glad you like it.
Good.
It just adds like an epoxy coating.
Yeah.
And then Donna's asking about the new 49 and Market line.
Oh.
And we got 2/3 of our order on Friday. We're missing a couple boxes, and we're just waiting for our UPS to get here to get the other 2 boxes so we can actually check it in. But most of it is here in-house. And if we get it, we'll either show it tomorrow morning or we'll have a special video this afternoon to just show that new Little Dreamers and Little Celebrations, which is really cute.
It is very pretty.
It's vintagey. I guess it's pretty. Maybe cute isn't the right word. It's nostalgic.
Yes, that's a good word for it.
Thank you. I don't know where it came from, but.
All right. So this one, this card says, "Sip, sip, hooray, it's your day. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays." So Janet did it again.
Oh.
I guess I was not thinking these were birthday cards, Janet, but it's a good, people always want birthday cards.
They do.
So I think that is perfect. So this one I'm going to set aside because it has the glossy accents that needs to dry.
Don't put your hand in it.
Don't touch this.
Put it right there. I promise I won't touch it,
Okay.
Teresa.
This is the next card. It says, "Yay, friends make good times better." And then Janet's insert says, "We're friends because you match my level of crazy." Isn't that great? That is just great. All right.
Teresa,
it's not a birthday one this time.
Sorry to interrupt, but Janet made a comment about the sip, I want to say sip, saray card. She said it could have been congrats, like retirement card also.
All right. So in this card, we want your polka dotted background, which is super fun. Then we have a blue with a scallop, a green scallop on it. We have our tags that say "Friends make good times better." It's a pink tag, and I'm going to just pop that out.
Isn't that?
Yep.
What a good saying.
Then we've got a chipboard hat, which I love. A chipboard beach ball, and again, I have a little paper sticking out. I'm just going to trim off with my scissors. We have a beach umbrella. A little radio that says "chilling." It's super cute. We have some chipboard flip-flops and chipboard, banner, which I like a lot. I like a banner anytime there's a banner, of course. All right, so we're going to put our background on there. Ooh, I'm using a lot of adhesive. Okay, and then we're just going to put that on. put a polka dot on. And like I said, they make it so easy because the 2 pieces are already on there. So you can just stick that on there. And that, we put about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. And there's going to be some layering on this card. On this one, I just used the pink ribbon and I just tied a bow. With this pink ribbon that I had to buy because I really like it. And I think actually I might have used it. I have a tag that I'm going to show you, a book tag, you guys.
Oh, yay.
That I'm going to show you later. And Katie told me today that I need to bring in, I know someone requested it, I think it was Mary, that asked for an update on my book tags, and I will do that sometime, maybe next month. I'm running short on, I have some long arms on this bow, but this one has a short arm because that's it for my pink.
Good to know.
Pink ribbon.
Good to show it.
Look, you can do enough for 2. All right. So I just like the placement there. I'm going to put my tag down over on this side. And then I did pop dot the yay up. And that little banner is, the pop dots fit perfectly inside. And I don't want them to smash down, so I put one behind each. And the nice thing about a card kit like this is you get 8 cards done, you can mark them off. It's such a sense of accomplishment when you can mark that many cards off your craft along, keeping track of how many you've made.
Teresa, Shelley says she's got another one since another book tag since the retreat, and she definitely wants you to show them.
Shelley is doing some really cool book tags as well. She was at the retreat and showed me. And then another gal, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name if you're watching. She had one too. She actually was taking pictures. She inspired me. She was taking pictures of the books and then putting them on her tags, sometimes on the front and sometimes on the back. All right, so we've got our umbrella and we're doing a little cluster over here with our radio. And then I pop dotted the hat on top of that, but they just glued them all down. But I think it's fun to have some layers in there, even with the chipboard. And make sure that you leave the word chilling showing. And then we've got our flip-flops to add right on the tag. We've got our beach ball. And you could, if you want, use glossy accents on that, on the center of the beach ball, but it is just screaming for an enamel dot. And let's see if I have a pink one like I did on my original card. I do have a pink one. And put that right on there.
Basically, one pack of those glitter enamel dots is doing about 2 sets of cards.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And then, friends make a good time better. I already said that one. We're friends because you match my level of crazy. So cute.
That is really neat.
All right, that's card number 4.
We're halfway.
How are we doing for time, Kelly?
I think we're good.
All right.
Since it's halftime.
Yes.
Since it's
halftime.
Let's take a little break, especially if you're crafting along. And would you show this, Teresa? Because it's so similar to what you're making. There might be people that aren't card makers, but they're
This is the page kit. And it's very cute. Look, it's got the umbrella and radio that we just used, a little swimming suit, which is also in the stamp set that I'm going to show you. Trunks, there's the beach ball. And look, they probably have some punch-out dots. So I would say if you get this page kit, you also need the enamel dots because...
Oh, you could do it on there too,
you could do it on there, yes. Oh, look at the little VW van they have on there, the sunshine. These are definitely summer. Oh, this one has a kite, and it says hello. Very cute. Oh, and sunglasses. Very cute. Cute page kit, and that is $14.99. All right, we're on card number 5 now. And for this card, we have the sunglasses.
Ooh,
which are super fun.
I like that. Then I know you put glossy accents on them, so
yes,
I think that was really cool.
So we need this floral piece. And you know what? I made a mistake. So there are 2 floral pieces. On card number 8, there's a floral piece. And on card number 5, there's a floral piece. So for this piece, do you see how the flowers are going in a different direction? You want the one that's going vertical on this card. These are going horizontal, and that's going to be card number 8. All right. Then you have this notebook piece. You have the floral with the zigzag, the rickrack on the bottom. You have 3 sunglasses, and those are all chipboard. You have the word brighter and thanks for making my day. Now, what does the inside say? Thanks for making my day brighter. Cheers to our friendship. Oh, very nice. You could use that on that other card too that says something about
it'd be
a beverage.
Yeah,
sip, sip, hooray. Yes, you could use that one too.
So you do have creative, whatever you call it.
License?
Yes, thank you. To change them around
yes,
and do whatever you want.
Or you can use them on cards that you have made yourself. People all the time come in and just buy the inserts. And I know some of you that order online will order more than one, and you don't have more than one card kit. All right. So you can see on this one, I roughed up the edges of my little journaling block. Can you see that?
Yeah,
so you can use your distressing tool. I just thought that was something fun, but I'm just going to put it down flat today.
So that's the paper distressor, the Tim Holtz.
Yep.
Is that what you used, Teresa?
It was, and I probably have one somewhere.
I might get one just so people can, because it doesn't look like what you use it for.
Yeah. Normally I have one in my to-go bag, but I don't see it today. It must have got switched out somewhere along the way. All right, so we've got our piece in there, and then we're just going to put this piece right across the bottom, the orange piece. And then I'm just going to lay out my glasses. I don't know, do you guys do this too? Lay things out before you glue them down. Thanks for making my day. I did put a strip of, oh, that's not quite long enough.
Nobody knows I was gone, but I was gone. And I'm
Did
back.
you find the paper distressor? There it is. I don't know what happened to mine. I looked in my bag, Kelly. It's not in there. It's $6.99, and I do have 2 of these because they're easy to lose on your table. I put a piece of ribbon through mine now, so I try not to lose it.
Like it's lost now.
Yeah. So let's put our little strip on there. If I can get it.
That little fine line foam tape is so handy.
It is.
I've got
for these little
too.
strips. I just can't resist now. Whenever they're on a card, I can't resist using it to pop it up because I'm like, oh, I've got adhesive for that. Oops, I almost put it on upside down. So thanks for making my day is going to go right on top. And then I did glue the word brighter down straight onto the card with my liquid glue. All right, there we go. Got that on there. I tucked it under a little bit. And now I'm going to glue my chipboard glasses on. And I kind of have them positioned and laid out where I want them. You can put them on however you want. All right, there we go. And then I'm getting my glossy. I'm so glad you like the glossy accents and the glitter. Now this time I didn't put the glitter on. I just use the glossy accents. And usually what I do is I go around the edge first and then I kind of fill it in. And if you have a dot, sometimes you get a little bubble in there. You can use a little pin just to drag it to the edge. The more you put on, the longer it takes to dry.
In other words, Kelly has to keep her arms out of this one too.
Keep your fingers, don't touch it. You know, I just try and leave these overnight before I put them in the mail. And sometimes when I look at a card that I'm going to put in the mail and I'm like, oh, I should have put glossy accents, but it really does take at least an hour to dry.
Yeah, I think those are going to take a while. It's a pretty big surface.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes I'm fighting against when the mailman comes. Do you guys know what time your mailman comes? Because my guy usually comes about 11 o'clock.
I have no idea.
And if he comes, you have no idea. And I guess on my days off, that's how I know. Sometimes it depends. Like if there's a season where there's packages, then he comes later. And if he comes at like 5 o'clock, it drives me insane. I'm like, oh, why isn't he here yet? All right. And then they put dots on here. So I just mimicked where he put the dot, where they put the dots. And see, I've got other sizes, but that doesn't matter. I want that one down a little farther. And different colors. I just love the colors. I should have probably put these dots on before my glossy accents.
There is a question.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this or if we need to check into it. They didn't originally, but Heidi's wondering if the fine line foam strips come in black. Have you seen if they come in black?
I do not know.
Teresa orders our adhesive, so we're asking the right person. Yeah. And we'll find out. And if they do, I think we need to get some. So we'll check that out, Heidi. Yeah. And then they're asking about your glue. So I'm going to go and get your glue that you're using. Is that the Scotch?
Yes.
Is that you filled it up with?
Yes. Okay. All right. So now we have to set another one aside to dry. And I just, anytime there's sunglasses, I have to use glossy accents on them because I want them to look shiny. So I really like that. Thanks for making my day brighter, guys. All right. There's card number 5. Card number 6 is Life is Better in Flip-Flops. And I love it because it has a banner. And I think flip-flops are awesome. Although I don't wear the kind with the ones that go between my toes. All right, for this one, you're going to need... This one, I did switch up a little bit, okay? So I'm going to show you what the one that they made looks like. So theirs went horizontally. I decided that I wanted my sunshine to go vertically. So here's what the original looked like, and here's what mine looked like. They had this sun, and they covered it with this yellow strip, and I'm like, well, why did you do that? You can't see the sun. And so then I had to turn it sideways. So we're switching this one up quite a bit. So this piece you don't need.
We'll save it for another card.
Yes, save it for something else. So we have this piece, the sunshine piece, which originally they put this way. So you can do it that way if you want. But I didn't want to cover up the sun. And then I've got my flip-flops, Life is Better in, and flip-flops, and a little teeny heart. All right, so I'm going to put my paper down, and this is the one that's going vertical, so we're going to have to adjust Janet's sentiment. We may have to cut it all the way out on this one. And you know what else I did on this one? I just noticed, I remember that I'd used black ink on this one, because I also used my black Posca pen, and it just made the colors pop a little bit.
So Teresa's using black soot distress ink. Yep. Is what she's using for her black.
And I love the little tiny.
And that is the tiny blending tool. There's the mini and the tiny.
For me, these blending tools get into smaller spaces better, especially when I use stencils. I have the bigger ones too, and I still use those. But I like the small ones because they get into tiny spaces, and for me, they work better on stencils. But there's all kinds of different brushes that you can use. So you have to find the kind that works best for you. All right, so now I'm putting the sun on. Nope.
looked pretty good if you were able to ink that when it had adhesive on it.
Oh,
that's really good, Teresa.
You could still do, oh, you could go this way with the card?
Yeah. There are different ways.
Maybe we'll just do it this way.
Are you doing a third way?
We'll do it this way so I can keep Janet's
I like that.
sentiment going that way.
It shows people different ways to do it. I think that's what's important.
I still am not going to use this piece, which theirs came up from the bottom. I'm coming down. I'm going to have mine come down
sideways
from the top.
and upside down now.
Yeah. See how you can be creative? Just making sure that we have plenty of room. Okay, so we're going to just going to glue that down. So Kelly did bring over the glue that I'm using is the bottle. My sticker has since worn off because I use this all the time. It's the fine line applicator, and you get 2 bottles, and it's $10.49. It's a thin line of glue, and then you fill it with whatever you want. And I put the Scotch tacky glue is what I like to use, and it's $7.49. And I've just used this forever. There's no wrong or right way glue. You just find what you like and you use that. And then hope that they don't discontinue it. And then you have to try new kinds. And let's see. Oh, I'm just going to angle it a little bit. There, life is better. You don't want it to hang off the edge of your card. And I did pop up the life is better. And I just use the scissors to cut a piece here.
And Janet explained, if you look at Teresa's glue, it's got like a long kind of a needle, not a needle, but a long, well, it's a needle tip.
Yeah.
And then there's a pin that goes into it that's in the cap that keeps it from clogging. And I think that was probably the glue choice of a lot of us here at Memory Bound before the glue press.
Yeah. And I just haven't switched.
You haven't switched?
No, I just.
Teresa, I'm shocked.
So here's the little piece.
And you're doing what Maggie,
I don't like change,
Maggie's
Kelly.
tip.
Do you not know this about me?
Well, I guess I
this
believe
works
it now
for
that
me.
you
Why
share
am I going to change it? All right. But the glue press is pretty handy. I have used it before, and a lot of our staff, almost everyone has one, except for me. Oh, I put my lid on it. I'm going to need that again. Life is better in flip-flops, because there was one little teeny chipboard pink heart that we put on there.
This card kind of has special meaning for me because maybe if you're a newer customer to Memory Bound, you didn't know our Bonnie, but we had a staff member, Bonnie, that's been with us since before we opened, and she has passed away from breast cancer, but she was our big flip-flop gal. And so whenever I see flip-flops, and this card definitely reminds me of her. Those are just so cute, those flip-flops.
And I have different, I'm putting on different, I think I'm just going to put 3. I'm afraid I might run out because I don't know.
She's got to hoard them a little bit.
I've got some on my other card. Yeah, I've got one more card that I use more gems on.
Do you only have 2 cards after that one?
Yeah, and then the bonus ones I'll show.
Wow.
Okay.
That looks good.
Oh, I forgot to put the inside in.
That seems to be the theme of the day.
Forgetting things?
No, the inside.
Oh. And it has to go in this one because it's horizontal.
Heidi says one of her favorites is the red fine line. So maybe I'll grab that one so we could show that one too.
You used to like that one,
Yeah,
Kelly.
I still do. I still use that.
All right. Relax, unwind, and enjoy your special day. Again, that's awesome for a birthday. Janet, you're so creative. Okay, so this card can go 3 ways. So that just kind of shows the variety that you can do with these kits, that you don't have to do it exactly like the instructions say. And really, it's fun to do it a different way, I think, to get those creative juices going. These are just a template for your card making.
It's kind of fun after you start buying these kits and making the cards. You do feel a little bit more like, oh, I could do this.
And
or
hopefully,
Teresa told me to do that.
Yeah, hopefully I know Katie has done some and Penny has done some. So this is what Kelly has used, and she likes the red top. It comes with glue already in it, and then the top you just replace, and it is $11.49.
And it does, shaking is required on that one.
Okay.
That's my tip of the day.
The glue is a little bit thinner, would you say?
Yes, I'd say it's a little thinner.
All right, so we're going to have our plaid piece.
I like that plaid.
Yeah. And this time we have an oval, and I've got a little spot I'm just going to nip off there. And then we've got this big ice cream cone, which is fun. A chipboard, have a sweet day, and a little strip with orange and green stripes on it. And I'm not a big oval person, but this I thought was cute, and so I didn't change it.
It's a good background, I think.
A lot of times, but you know what I did change? Here, I finally used the corner rounder.
Okay.
And I told you guys I was going to get one of these for my to-go bag because it's so handy. It can do 3 different sizes of corner rounding. And I think I did the middle size. That's big, small. This one's the medium. And if you just flip it upside down, it takes a little bit to get through when you have your card folded in half. But I did the top corners. Let's make sure I do the right ones.
Yeah, double check. Or you might be doing them all, right?
Yeah. You could do them all if you wanted, but and Janet always inspires me because she uses her corner rounder a lot more than I do.
It's one of her signatures.
I forget about it. And so then you also have to corner round your plaid piece. I suppose I should check, make sure I have it in all the way. All right, we've got little corner pieces left. And then you're just going to line up and match your corners. I thought that was cute. It just adds a little something, you know.
It's just different.
And I thought because of the oval, that made me think about the rounded corner was the oval, the roundness of the oval, just to tie that in together a little bit. Okay, what I did here is I used the orange ribbon and I just wrapped it around this green piece and just tied a knot. And I did that before I glued it to the card base. And I remembered. I remembered to do that.
Good idea.
Before I glued it down. Yeah. Oh, it's a little bit loose. There, I can tighten it up.
Oh, you tighten it right up.
All right. And then you can just move it to wherever you want.
Well, Teresa, you just did a good tip because you didn't cut it till after you tied it.
Right.
So you can save on your ribbon and have a lot more space, you might say, to tie if you keep it in a big strand and cut it as you use it.
And I have another tip that I'm going to show you at the next card too with the
we love your tips.
It's an old one, but it's a good one. All right. So I probably should have put the oval down first, but I can tuck it under.
Teresa, while you're doing your oval, we have a question. Darla's wanting to know about the sign up for our next crop, and that will be the middle of June. And Oshra is being released today. So we've been following Oshra along. She's been in Iowa City at the University Hospital there, and she gets to go home today.
Yay.
What was she going to do when she got home?
Card kit.
Oh, the card kit. Okay. So she'll have something to work on when she gets home.
Okay, I did pop dot on the back of the chipboard piece here.
And it says a couple links didn't come up, and we'll have Janet find those for us.
Oh, this one I went crazy on with the enamel dots. There must have been a lot of...
you went crazy.
I went crazy. There must have been a lot of chipboard pieces. And then they put the ice cream cone. They kind of angled it. And then they put their sentiment over here. Have a great day. You can overlap stuff a little bit.
It's just so cute.
All right, this is what I have left. So I'm just going to add some. There's plenty of enamel dots to make 2 sets of cards. All right, that looks good. And then I also added a little bit of glossy accents on the sprinkles. You have to make those glossy, and you can just do glossy if you don't have the glitter. I added a little glitter. Usually sprinkles aren't glittery, but they are shiny. So maybe I will just leave those with glossy and not glitter them. But I think it's fun to have a little bit of shine. All right, so it says, have a sweet day. The insert says, you're getting sweeter each year. Happy birthday.
Oh my gosh,
a happy birthday. You can tell that I didn't read these before today. I just cut them apart.
But we love to see your excitement,
I know.
Teresa.
It's so nice to have these turned into birthday cards. I could have rounded the corners on that one, but
I have to say that I don't think I would have thought of that. I think Janet is pretty wise.
All right, this one I have a lot more enameled dots, but you can get the idea of how cute it is. And then I didn't put the glitter on there. So that one has to dry too.
Oh, another drying one.
Yes. I just don't want to touch any of them. All right.
Janet said she was thinking that would be a good birthday card for a child with the ice cream cone.
Oh, yeah.
And you could put an ice cream cone gift card inside.
I would love to have an ice cream cone.
Oh, ice cream sounds really good.
Okay. So for this one, we've got the horizontal flowers.
They're really kind of hard to tell apart, in my opinion.
Well, they are. If you made the mistake, then that's okay. But I did notice it.
You won't know.
Okay. And then we've got the pink piece here. And we do have an orange scallop. Make a splash. And then we've got some swimsuit pieces. The pink, the polka dot, the shorts, which is chipboard, and then the green.
That's cute.
All right. And I did add some Posca pen on this one. And I just realized there was another card that I added Posca that I didn't talk about. I'm going to show you this one again.
Show that one because that's pretty cool.
So on this one, I did go over. You can see how it's
you can see the difference now.
Yeah,
between the two.
It does really pop, doesn't it?
It does.
When you add the Posca on there. And it's already on the card. It's kind of like, what were those one pens with the glitter in it? The jelly roll pens, when you use jelly rolls. But the Posca, it adds a little bit of dimension.
I like it.
But I use the Posca on this one too. So I'm just going to put let's see. Let's make sure my scallop fits.
Teresa, Diana says that she inks around the edges also.
Oh, yeah. Like I did on the one card. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The edges of the die cuts.
Oh, yeah.
So you certainly can do that.
Definitely. I do that a lot. I didn't do it very much inking. The one card, I just felt like it needed something. And sometimes I feel that way. And sometimes it depends on the color of the card and how much ink I want to get out. You know, if you have all your inks, there's such great things to take to crops or to a friend's house just to work on.
You know, it is a fun thing to get together. My friends have gotten together before and made cards. And it's just kind of a nice.
All right. Where's those teeny tiny? This one, I think I used the small squares on the back. I was able to find letters to fit into the back of that. You probably could use the strip ones, but I use a little pop dots.
Well, it's nice you've got two options for that.
Yes, you have a variety. And then I also pop dotted the shorts, the board shorts, I guess you call them.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot they were called that.
All right. And then, oh, look, you have a little piece I missed to pop out. So some pieces, you need to be a little bit careful. Try not to rip them. Again, if you do rip, that's okay. Okay, where's my Posca pen? Anyone? There it is. Remember with your Posca pens, you want to give it a little bit of a shake.
It is like paint.
Yeah.
Really, the ink is like a paint pen.
And I just put some faux stitching up at the top here.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had done that.
I actually did it after I put the swimming suits on, I think. So
I know, but that's giving us another idea. You've given us a lot of extra ideas.
you could do some at the bottom too if you want. But I'm using the ribbon on there. Okay. What now? Let's lay them out so we can see.
What's next?
And get them going like this. You know, these craft-alongs move pretty fast. I was thinking, I think I took longer than an hour to make these at home.
Well, it's been,
but
well,
I'm more organized here.
We're going on an hour and a half,
like
but we did show the brand new Elizabeth Craft things to start with.
I suppose that took some time. But I can't wait to show you my bonus cards.
I know, we definitely want to do that.
They're super cute. I'm proud of them. Because I haven't done that before. Use the cut aparts. Well, I've used the cut aparts to make cards, but I haven't done it with the craft along extras. All right, I'm getting the swimming suits glued on. And then I'm going to show you that other little trick that you guys probably already know, but it doesn't hurt to remind you if you don't have enough ribbon.
Oh yeah, I want to know. I want to remember.
Whoop. All right. So here is my ribbon. And oh, I really don't have enough. So you see, I don't have enough to make a knot. So what you can do is you take your ends and you tie your knot of your ribbon. I can't believe that happened.
Well, it worked out.
It worked out.
So you didn't have to like, what am I going to do?
Right. Okay. So then you kind of decide where you want to put your knot. So I'm going to put it there. And then you have a circle. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the end of the card. And then you're going to add a little bit more so you can put adhesive. And you're just going to give it a snip. And then you can take it around to the other side. Now, I should have done this before I glued it down.
Did you use liquid glue on that?
I don't know. Yep.
Well, you can just do it to the edges.
All right, so do this before you glue it down. So then what you do is you...
Hey, I know, use your tiny attacher.
Oh, yeah. So what you should do is glue it to your piece, and you can just put adhesive on the inside of this piece and this piece.
So under that orange strip.
So under the orange strip. So you put it on the orange strip. This is a bit awful tip. And then you have a piece big enough. It doesn't have to wrap all the way around.
Short, yeah, if you're running short. That's a great tip. And if you forget and you glue your piece down, use your tiny attacher and it will be decorative.
You should have enough.
Well, you're doing two of everything with one ribbon pack.
So you should have enough to do your 2 cards. I did the first time I made it. So there, we just stapled it instead. And then I just stuck this right on top of my ribbon just to kind of secure it in place where I wanted it with the pop dots. It's kind of twist there.
I'm anxious to see what the inside.
I know. Is it a birthday? It is. Make a splash. Wishing you a fabulous birthday. Ah. Fun, Janet.
We had a question about the Olo markers, and we have the Olo markers, and they are online, and we haven't done anything with them to show how they work yet, just because we need to get that set up for a date. And we thought we would do it this week. We're going to have to look at the calendar. But we do have the Olos.
Birthday. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is I've been using my Tim Holtz trimmer.
Oh.
That is the 6x8.
It's 8.5, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is it 8? I think it's
8.5. Yes, because an 8.5 piece of paper will fit. Yeah. Even longer, really. But I love this trimmer. Katie started using it, and I was like, oh my. I have a small trimmer that I use for photos, but this one, and it was out of stock for so long.
for months.
I was
And
like,
it's back in
why?
stock.
Why?
I
Yes. We have one,
We'll
don't
have-
we? I think we do.
Yeah, we do. I'm not sure how much they are.
That was all the cards. Look, I still do have some enamel dots.
You got
left,
them.
a
You can
few.
add them to your cards.
I still have a little. Now, this set came with this green ribbon, and I did not use that, but that's okay. You can have a little green ribbon in your stash. All right. Do you want me to show my extra bonus cards?
Well, I think you should show all. The cards first. Do you want me to pull off the wet ones, the ones with glossy?
We can show the other ones.
Yeah, you still have it. So is there 2 with? Oh, this one has glossy. All right. So today's craft along, we made the Sunny Days cards with the card kit from.
They're
I could help you reach them.
That's okay.
From Simple Stories, and was it $14.99, Teresa? I think it's $14.99 for the card kit.
That one's not priced.
It might be $15.99, but it makes 8 cards. And look at Teresa. Just looking at that is so cool. That right there is a really cool scene.
Yeah. Woohoo, that was fun. Wait, there's more.
Like a set of steak knives, but not a set of steak knives.
So we've got all those. So like I told you, there was extra pieces in my kit, all these extra pieces. And so I thought, I'm going to take the 3x4, or the journal elements, I guess they call them. Journal elements. This is the piece of paper. And I made some cards with the cut apart.
With the extras? Oh my gosh.
So, I'll just move this. Well, maybe I want to show it. I didn't. This isn't the right one. It is the 3x4. I brought the wrong one.
So you need the 3x4?
I need this one.
Okay. All right. I'll grab it.
I grabbed the wrong one. Okay. While we're waiting for that, I am going to show you the book tag that I made. So Simple Stories Sunny Days also has this stamp set that I love because it has, look at this ice cream cone and the glasses, flip-flops. It's all good, but I really love the swimming suit and the word smile. Sunny days are here. The hat, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's cherries on top. Oh, you know what it is? It's the dots. Oh my gosh.
They use those dots a lot, and you have dot
stamps. They gave you dots.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. I decided to show this.
Because you could emboss them. You know, you could put
you
glaze on them, and they'd be pretty cool.
Okay, so this is the book that I read before we were innocent, and I made a tag.
Oh.
Because I was looking at the front, and it doesn't have to match perfectly, you know, the way I'm doing it. And I accidentally put my book rating on the front. Normally, I put it on the back.
Oh my gosh, Teresa.
I know. How can I do that? But it kind of looked cool. I kind of liked it, so that's all right. So I didn't have any swimming suits. I definitely don't have these girls. But I used my swimming suit stamp, and I did use this one, and I stamped it there, and then I used a little washing tape, and I stamped it there, and I actually masked. So remember that masking paper that we're supposed to be showing you how to use? So I stamped it, and I masked, and I overlapped them because they were overlapping on the book cover. And I use a lot of the Simple Stories, the books of alphabet stickers. Yes, they have these square ones in it, and I really like those. So Before You Were Innocent, I give it 3.5 stars. It would be a good summer read. Let's say that if you want a summer read. And look, there's a pink. Oh, that's the light pink. Kelly was right. It does come in different colors. I guess I bought the light pink. It matched better with my tag. So that is my bookmark. I'll show more. I have more, but the stamp set was perfect for that.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I think I used the summer ones, but there's also spring. They come in lots of different
We've got
colors.
lots of different colors.
And those are $8.99. And you get 2 sheets from each color. You get the large alpha, and then there's, I call it a medium alpha, and then the square ones, which I used just because sometimes you run out of letters, and so you have to use what you have.
I like them because they're contained in a booklet form.
Oh,
so
yes.
they're easy to
They
store
are. They
and
are
take
nice
with
to
you
store.
if you go to crops or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So that was my bookmark using the stamp set from
Thanks
Sunny
for sharing
Days.
that, Teresa.
Yes. Okay, so here we go. I was right. It is the 3x4 elements.
So you
Oh
don't
my
want.
gosh.
So you do not want the journal elements. You want
Right.
the 3x4 elements.
All right. So where was the first card? Here it is. So flippin' cool. That's what I use my tiny attacher for. I punched out some of the hearts that I had left, and I
cute.
tiny attached those. And there must have been, look, remember that yellow piece that I didn't use?
Oh, there it is.
There's the yellow piece. I cut it in half and did that. They did that on there.
Oh, that
a lot
was
of
clever.
them. And then I popped out the ice cream cone and I put a little cherry on top.
How many extra cards did you make, Teresa?
5 cards and a tag.
Oh my gosh.
So there's that one. Then days like these, there's that piece. I used my black Posca pen. I used a butterfly, and I just put the glue in the center, used an enamel dot, and I stapled my chipboard blue heart on there. I thought that was a nice
Teresa,
card.
compare the before and after with the Posca pen, so you can really see the
it's
effect
really
that it
light
has.
on there.
The effect that it has.
It just pops.
Such a good idea.
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
This one, I used the back of the paper and the Good Life because it was so bright and orange, and I felt like I needed to tone it down a little with the bright pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one I really layered a lot. There were some florals, butterfly, I put the flower, or the heart, and then the gem. So there was a lot of cluster
put the heart
layer
on the
there.
body.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too.
It was kind of cute. I liked it. I liked how all my extras turned out. All right, make today count. And then again, oh yeah, I used that orange piece that was supposed to be pink. There it was. And then some flowers and some enamel dots in the center. So I guess I did use quite a bit of enamel dots on my bonus cards. This one is really fun.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why I show the before and after, because this was a 3x4 and I just cut it apart. I really like that. These are the days. And I cut it apart and I stapled each one and I inked the edges. And then I put a heart on the sun and I used my glossy accents and glitter duster. And on the, this was, so I used 2. So I used this one too. And there was stitching.
For like your background.
Yep, there was stitching. And so I used both of these for that one.
Teresa, you are very creative.
So that was fun. I really liked that one.
To think about, I love it. To think about cutting those words apart.
And then there was one more thing. Where's the tag? Okay, there. So we have these square tags, which are kind of fun, from Dina Wakley. And it's $6.99 and you get 20. And these are 5x5. So it's a different size.
Yeah, it's very different
than we normally have. And actually, I am going to use this to make a little mini album with the Simple Stories.
The Woodlands?
Woodlands.
Oh, I can't wait.
I haven't finished it yet. Yes.
She's taking the page
I'm using
kit.
the page kit and I'm making it into a mini album. So that'll be fun. So anyhow, I took the 5x5 and made a tag.
That's so pretty.
Slow down and soak up the day. And on this one, I used some of the big punch outs. And I inked the edges. And I used some cello tape there. And then I also used some of the Lindy's for the background. So I don't know if you can see the background. The Lindy's Magicals.
Yeah, we can see it. It looks great.
It's really hard to see. It has a shimmer kind. Yeah, there's a little shimmer in there. But look at how it has the orange and the pink, which was perfect for this orange and pink colors.
Do you know which
that
one
they
you
had.
used by any
I
chance?
used Cheerio Cherry.
Cheerio Cherry. Okay.
And I think we might have some of those in stock right now. I didn't put ribbon on this, but I thought, what a fun card. Just to put on something. It's so big. It would be great for any bag or...
Yeah, for a gift bag.
Yes,
or...
definitely. I thought that was super fun. So
those are amazing. And you really went above and beyond with all those bonus cards.
Yeah, so for 5 bonus cards and a tag, you just need one piece of 12 by 12.
And your card bases and your tag.
Oh yeah, you need your card bases too. I did forget. I'd said that in one of the things.
Did.
But
and Teresa, there's a question about the card bases. Are the extra cards a light blue? What color are you? They're asking about the colors of the card bases.
No, it's probably just
could be the
lighting. These are just the regular white card bases that come in the 250 pack.
Yeah, the big pack.
The big pack. She's got
the
big pack. Yeah.
Good question. Because sometimes things do look
they
tinted
look
a little different.
This one I inked the edges, so maybe you can tell a little bit better.
That makes that makes it look a little blue there.
Yeah, because the edges are inked. But
Teresa, that one you should be very proud of because combining those two, and that one's the perfect background. So can you get everything out there on the table? Get your spread?
I don't know.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
And my tag.
I think you've taught us a lot today, and it's been a very creative, crafty day today. Let's see.
I hope you liked all the additions I added to the cards.
That picture right there is so cool. So don't pick those up. Okay. I'm going to take that picture just like that.
And the bonus cards are fun too. So, all right.
Let's see. We're going to head. Let me switch cameras, and then let me see where I need to be. Oh, there we go. Teresa.
Are you cutting off my head again?
No, not this time. Earlier, maybe. Teresa, you have done an amazing job today. And
thank you.
Janet said, how fun. What a good morning of card making.
I hope you enjoyed it.
And be sure and add the cards to your trackers. If you crafted along live or later, this is part of our Keep Your Crafting Alive in 2025. And I love those bonus cards, Teresa.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, we're going to be back again with more cards because we're going to be showing the new tea ruler from Pear Blossom Press. I have to watch myself when I say that because it all rubs together.
I did get one last week, and I have a couple cards in the video tomorrow.
Yeah, Teresa made us a couple cards. We're going to show you how to use it, and I think you're going to like it. And Teresa, I ordered more last night.
Did you?
We're not out of them.
I saw that we were getting low on them.
We're not out of them, but I just think they're going to be a good thing to have.
Yeah, people will like them.
So, and Lisa says, fun colors, good job, enjoy the day. So thank you, Lisa. Teresa, thanks a bunch.
Yep.
Janet, thank you for all the linking and helping us out with questions. And we're going to say goodbye here and sign off and see you tomorrow. Have a great day. If we do get all the new 49 and market checked in, then we will get a video out here later today to show you all of that. And Teresa, I just have to do this.